Breaking overnight, 3 shootings in Baltimore City, leaving 2 dead and 2 others wounded. We have the latest on the ongoing investigations. Plus, police still searching for this man they're calling a possible suspect in the murder of Hartford mother Rachel Morin. This morning, how her family's reacting.
And this morning, we're waking up to warm temperatures and plenty of sunshine. I'll let you know how hot the temperatures get and when to expect the next chance for rain coming up.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 Morning News.
Good Sunday morning to you. Looking live over our Charm City at 10:30. You're in the right place with us here this Sunday, August 20th. I'm Taylor Stewart. Let's get right to your forecast. Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax in with us this Sunday. And Jasmine, how are we looking? It was gorgeous yesterday.
Oh yeah, Taylor, it was a fantastic day yesterday. Great weather, low humidity, and today the same thing. You will notice, however, temperatures get a little bit hotter this afternoon, but still low humidity keeps things feeling comfortable. 77 as we wake up this morning over Towson. Plenty of sunshine across the rest of the state. Temperatures are mainly in the 70s, a couple of 60s in western Maryland, but overall, for many of us, this is a couple degrees higher than our temperatures yesterday, and that will be the theme into the afternoon. We reached the low 90s, keeping us above average, but things really begin to heat up tomorrow. I'll let you know how hot it will get and when to expect more rain in my Weather Authority forecast. Back to you.
Breaking overnight now, 2 people are dead following an overnight shooting in Mount Vernon. Police responded to reports of a shooting just after 3 a.m. on the 800 block of Guilford Avenue. Both of the victims were pronounced dead there at the scene. Police are investigating this as a homicide. And then around 5:30 this morning, police responded to another report of a shooting in Northwest Baltimore. A 23-year-old man was shot in the arm and taken to the hospital. Investigators say he's expected to be okay. And in North Baltimore, a 26-year-old man taken to the hospital just after 2 a.m. after she reported being hit in the head with a baseball bat. Medics later determined she had been shot. Anyone with information about any of these shootings is urged to call police or Metro Crime Stoppers. That number, 1-8667-LOCK-UP.
He will be found. There's probably no doubt based on his existing behavior, but it can happen much quicker and there can be closure.
The Hartford County Sheriff's Office is still trying to find this man. They say he likely killed Rachel Morin and left her body for dead on the Ma and Pa Trail. Authorities say this video shows him leaving a home invasion in Los Angeles back in March. They say his DNA was found at Morin's crime scene, but they do not know his name or if he's still in the area. Hundreds of people gathered yesterday to honor the mother of 5. Vincent Hill spoke with the family who's expressing their sorrow and their heartbreak as this investigation continues.
2 weeks after Rachel Morin went missing and her body was found.
It's going to be a 37-year-old, number 2 female, black shorts, dark colored shirt, Rachel Morin.
The community gathering to walk in her honor.
Based on the card, I think we've pretty much checked the whole trail card.
On the same trail, Hartford County Sheriff's deputies searched for hours for Rachel's mother. Heartbreak for her older sister. Memories of the little sister taken too soon.
But I like it because she looks so soft. That's the way she really was. Like, she did her makeup, wanted to be flawless, but that's who she was.
Speaking through their spokesperson, Joe Murtha, the family says they're hopeful the man on this video, who investigators say is Rachel's killer, will be found.
There's a sense of encouragement that justice ultimately will be served and that this person will be brought to justice as a result of the work of the Hartford County Sheriff's Office.
But the work will not be easy for the Hartford County Sheriff's Office.
Potentially a random act of violence.
A random act of violence by a suspect without a name, whose DNA matched an assault on the other side of the country. A killer who could be anywhere.
We don't have any clue where he could be. We don't even know if he's still in Hartford County or in the state of Maryland.
For Rachel Morin's family, they're hoping wherever her alleged killer is, that he puts them on the trail to justice for Rachel.
There's no way to ever adequately understand such a senseless murder, but if you have any sense of humanity, make yourself available to law enforcement and put an end to the suffering that this family is experiencing.
We love you, Rachel.
Fox 45 News spoke with a law enforcement expert about what investigators could be doing now with this critical break in the case. This detective believes that most will use ancestral DNA to try to find the suspect, comparing samples given to companies like 23andMe and using that DNA to look for distant relatives.
Like a cousin or a second cousin or a third cousin. And then that investigator has a lead to work from, knowing that they have a second or third cousin. And then they start making phone calls and, do you know so-and-so? Have you heard from so-and-so?
Here's what we know so far about this timeline. Morin's boyfriend reported her missing on Saturday, August 5th. He says she left the house around 6, telling him she was going for a walk on the Mott and Pot Trail. Morin's body was found the next afternoon. Harford County police say they believed the 911 call came in around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, last Thursday, Morin's family went back to that trail, posting dozens of pictures near where her body was found. Then earlier this week, Harford County Executive Bob Casserly said his office is going to install security cameras in and around the trail as an extra precaution for walkers, residents who are still saying they feel uneasy about heading out on the trail.
I watch a lot of SVU, and I was like, now it's real life stuff. Like, you watch it on TV again, you're numb to it all until it happens here. And when can this get solved and just ease everyone's mind?
Did she know him? Did she not know him? Is he from here? It's a lot of unanswered questions. That time of the night, I think they're scared. People are scared. It's coming into our backyard, where this was always a safe area.
Again, this is what we do know about that suspect. Police say he's around 5'9", 160 pounds. They say he's likely of Hispanic descent and likely in his mid to early 20s. If you recognize him, give Harford County Sheriff's tip line a call. That number, 410-836-7788, or go ahead and email them to rmtips@harfordsheriff.org. Of course, Fox 45 News is going to continue to stay on this investigation. You can follow along here on air or online. Go ahead and download that Fox 45 News app if you don't have it yet. This is going to be the place to get the latest updates. Search WBFF in your app store. Well, Sky Zone Timonium held a special event for kids that drew some big crowds. This is 1 week after a man was shot and killed at the trampoline park. Now, Sky Zone looked very different last week when police say 30-year-old Quentin Walker shot and killed his ex-wife boyfriend inside the park. Charging documents say Walker met his ex-wife and the victim, Marcus Whitehead, at Sky Zone to spend some time with his daughter. Fox 45 News hearing from a witness who described the chaotic scene.
And I looked to my left, immediate left, and that's when I realized it was not firecrackers or balloons. And then he just unloaded everything in the magazine. I obviously had nothing. You can't fight a gun with, I had a diaper bag and my son. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't look over my shoulder. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know if he was reloading. I just know he emptied everything and I wasn't sticking around.
Wow. Walker turned himself into police shortly after this shooting. He was denied bond earlier this week. He's facing murder and will be back in court next month. Up next, police have identified 3 people, including 1 child, found dead inside of a Towson home after a welfare check. Why they now believe it could have been a double murder-suicide.
And today is shaping up to be a beautiful day as temperatures reach the low 90s. I'll let you know how long this warmth sticks around and when to expect the next chance for showers in my Weather Authority forecast.
Developing now, police have identified the 3 people that were found dead inside of a home, Towson, on Friday. Now, officials confirmed they found 2 37-year-old adults and a 6-year-old child. They're investigating this as a double murder-suicide. Now, police were called to Kenilworth Drive around Friday at noon for a welfare check. The family was reportedly last seen on the evening of Tuesday, August 15th. Right now, the medical examiner is completing an examination to determine what caused their deaths. A woman died after a single vehicle crash on I-70 in Baltimore County. Now, police say around 2:30 Saturday morning, troopers with Maryland State Police found a white Honda SUV that struck a guardrail. The woman inside that car pronounced dead at the scene. Now, officials have identified her as 28-year-old Maya Alicia Hall. She was the only person inside that car at the time. Officials are still trying to figure out what caused the crash. The National Weather Service has downgraded Hurricane Hilary to a category storm. Now, parts of the west could still see some heavy winds and rains and downpour into tomorrow. We'll show you how the wicked weather could be slamming Southern California. And Jadeveon Clowney is officially a Baltimore Raven. We'll have the impact he's made on his teammates already after just 1 day of practice. That's just ahead in Sports Unlimited. Stick around. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning.
Welcome into your morning sports report. I'm Rocco DeSangro. The Ravens didn't have to overpay to add some depth and experience to their pass rush. And while Jadeveon Clowney's prime is in the past, he's a 3-time Pro Bowler that has 9 NFL seasons under his belt. Clowney practiced with his new team for the first time yesterday, wearing the number 24, last worn by Marcus Peters. Last season with the Browns, Clowney played in 12 games, totaling 28 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. On Saturday, he jumped right in with the Ravens, participated in full team drills. And John Harbaugh said he looked good on day one.
JD looked good, man. He was quick. He looks like he's in shape. You can tell he's been working hard. He said he had, and you can see it. I thought he fit right in. He's learning the defense, but how much defense is there? It's fronts and a little bit of coverage, and then he's got to learn the blitz patterns. Oh, and we do drop into coverage a lot, so I guess there is more. But he's up to it. He's played a lot of football. He's a very smart player. Very excited to have him.
I just met Clowney yesterday, and he already fits the room perfect. He's a good guy, open book. You ask him anything, he's going to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's going to be fun this year, having him on the team.
He's fast. He's got a great get-off, which I saw today, and he's got good moves. And, again, he's been in the game for a long time, so he knows a lot. And, again, just excited to learn from him as well.
Let's take a look at the Ravens pass rush group by games played with the addition of Clowney. Clowney, the most experienced, with 109 under his belt. Then you have Tyus Bowser with 89, Odafe Owe with 32, David Ojabo, who only played in 2 last season as he recovered from his torn Achilles, and then Tavius Robinson, the rookie, who is yet to play in 1. The Ravens selected Robinson in the 4th round of the 2023 NFL Draft. With a 6'6", 265-pound frame, he has the size and athleticism to make an impact on the edge. But right now, he's very much still a work in progress, and the rookie is taking it one day at a time.
You know, been learning a lot, getting better day by day, and I just think we have a great room of veterans. You know, I've been learning so much from Dafe and Jabo day by day, and both Coach Weave and Coach Chuck been learning a lot from them as well. So it's been good so far.
So we've seen flashes of just how good a healthy Rashad Bateman can be, but injuries have been an issue. The former first-round pick is yet to play a full season, but this could very well be the year that he does. Bateman, who missed 12 days of practice, returned to the field August 9th. And on Friday, more progress as he participated in team drills for the very first time.
He's continuing to get comfortable within the offense. He's in all the meetings, understanding the language that we're speaking. And then he's getting a couple opportunities to continue to progress and come out here and do some of the 7-on-7 and some of the individual drills. And he's doing a fantastic job.
You know, don't look in the rearview mirror, look through the windshield, you know, and just keep going forward. You can't change what happened in the past, so there's no need to dwell on it. It's not going to make you better. Only thing that's going to make you better is what you do now and going forward. So our conversations have been what he's going to do on the field now.
Maryland football has high hopes in 2023, championship aspirations. But what team doesn't? And Michael Locksley, the head coach, wouldn't say it if he didn't believe it, and the players have bought in. Maryland wrapped up its 2nd scrimmage of fall camp as the countdown to kickoff continues. And Locksley says his guys look much better in the 2nd scrimmage of camp than they did in the 1st.
We're able to get a lot of good work, you know, on the special teams. And I thought offensively this week, you know, I saw them make a few more plays. I thought we moved the ball more efficiently on the offensive side than last week. And then defensively, I also saw our defense, you know, they came away with some takeaways here today, which is something we've tried to emphasize from the last scrimmage to this one.
Locksley, who played at Towson, will face the Tigers on September 2nd to open the season. This game will also mark Pete Shinnick's Towson coaching debut. Kickoff between the Tigers and the Terps. That's scheduled for 3:30 p.m. That's your morning sports report. I'm Rocco DeSangro. Have a great Sunday.
All right now the National Hurricane Service has downgraded Hurricane Hilary to a Category 1 storm. Take a look at this video showing lightning in San Diego. It's expected to slam Southern California as tropical storms unleash floods, winds, and heavy downpour. This would be the first tropical storm to hit Southern California in 84 years. The worst of it is expected to come today into Monday, so we'll keep our eyes on that here. But back at home, a very different story. We're getting lots of sunshine with temperatures in the low 90s today. Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax here to time it all out for us. So, Jasmine, if you want to go outside, maybe hit the pool, hit a, maybe a brunch by the water, the Inner Harbor today.
Yep.
Is there any time you probably should not do that? Or is all day good for it?
No, all day looks fantastic. It just depends on your temperature preference. Right now, we're in the upper 70s. To me, this is perfect. Then we start to heat up this afternoon as we head to the low 90s. But throughout the entire day, plenty of sunshine and low humidity. 78 as we start this morning over Baltimore. Again, nice and sunny over the harbor. We've got light winds out of the south right now. Across the rest of the state, we're mainly seeing those temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Some higher numbers closer to the bay, but notice around the entire state, plenty of sunshine as we continue to deal with a gorgeous pattern. Heading into the afternoon, our temperatures will reach the upper 80s, the low 90s, a little bit hotter than it was yesterday. And we're also talking low humidity again, but you will notice that it feels much warmer. If you're planning on going boating, temperature is around 77. Then we gradually see those numbers rise to the mid 80s around 2 p.m. and then 6 p.m. the mid 80s with a small craft advisory in place. Now high pressure continues to move over the Atlantic, but we are still keeping that nice and dry pattern, not just here, but really around the entire region. It looks great. And this is all before our next weather maker arrives. That will be a cold front coming tomorrow. This afternoon, we stay nice and sunny. Then overnight, we'll have mostly clear skies. We start tomorrow morning with a few more clouds, but you'll have a nice and dry commute. Then into the afternoon, afternoon, still staying dry, but notice that cold front begins to move in. Ahead of that cold front, we'll have even hotter temperatures. We're talking the mid-90s. Behind the cold front, it starts to feel a little more seasonable on Tuesday. Meanwhile, it is very busy with the tropics. We're keeping watch on Hillary, now a tropical storm expected to continue to weaken as it approaches Ensenada and then eventually moving towards San Diego around 8 p.m. After that, it weakens over Nevada into a depression, and it continues to weaken after that. However, it will lead to a ton of rain across parts of California into Nevada and even Oregon, dealing with some of that heavy rain. We're also keeping watch on one wave that could enter the Gulf of Mexico, where it has a medium chance of formation over the next 5 days. We're keeping watch on a few other areas as well, including our latest tropical storm, that is Tropical Storm Emily, expected to remain over the open Atlantic. So not a threat to land, but still make sure that you are prepared. We've got a long way to go before the end of hurricane season. 91 today, 95 tomorrow, then seasonable, 87 on Tuesday, mid-80s on Wednesday and Thursday, 90 on Friday, then the upper 80s with a chance for showers on Saturday. Back to you.
All right, do not let the 90s fool you. It is back to school season. Both Baltimore City and Baltimore County held events to help get kids ready to head back to the classroom. In Baltimore City, Mayor Brandon Scott held his free back to school kickoff. Kids in attendance there took home free backpacks stuffed with supplies they'll need for the school year. The city is also providing services to help parents before the first day of school, offering haircuts, braiding services, and booths to connect them with assistance for Wi-Fi access, utility bills, healthcare, and even more. A whole lot going on to kick off the school year there. And then in Baltimore County, BCPS Fest took over the Carver Center in Arts and Technology in Towson. The event had some special guests, with Poe and Ravens cheerleaders making an appearance. For the kids, they had everything from face painting, student performances, and a double Dutch competition that maybe the parents got in on. Fox 45 is your back-to-school headquarters. Scan the QR code on your screen. Look at all the stories we've already posted so far. Or you can go to foxbaltimore.com/back-to-school-HQ. A live look now over Towson, with highs reaching the low 90s this afternoon. What are your plans? Well, meteorologist Jasmine Lomax will let you know what you can do and what you can expect for the work week ahead in our 7-day forecast. You're watching Fox 45 Morning News, all local, all morning.